Ladies and gentlemen, Happy New Year and welcome back to Hold My Nugget Studios once again for your 2023 NFL Week 17 game highlight commentary. And we start off the weekend with a bang as Jalen Reagor goes 98 yards into the end zone in Buffalo for the score. The Lally-Lulelo are in front. After a Bills 3 and out, here comes Bailey Zappi. Give me that pass ricocheted and intercepted by the Bills at the 20. But hey, New England, it's still early. Only 2 minutes into the game. You still got the lead. No way you guys turn it over again, right? Get Mrs. Swift out of the commentator's mouth. There's only one Taylor we care about, and Jonathan goes into the end zone for the score. Welcome back. Touchdown. Colts in front. OHIO. What quarterback's playing better than Flacco? Come on, Joe! Finds Jerome Ford, who fights his way into the end zone for the score. Browns take a 7-0 lead. Battle for the number 1 seed in the AFC. Tua Tagovailoa finds Wilson in the end zone for the score. Miami strikes blood first in who the hell uses M&T Bank Stadium? Over to the Windy City, where surprisingly enough, is this our first snow game of the season? DJ Moore, back of the end zone for the score. Justin Fields connects. Touchdown. Bears take the lead. No, seriously, is this our very first snow game? I can't remember seeing snow come down like this at any point during the season. What the hell's happening to the climate in the country? Last time we saw Zappi interception. Next time, interception. Pass picked off by Buffalo. They take over at the 14. Hey, Zappi, no worries. It's still early. That's only 2 picks. No way you throw another one, right? 3rd and 5 for the New York Jets. The product of mediocre seamen. Trevor Siemian looking over the middle, got Breece Hall, takes it all the way into the end zone. We've got a tie game in Cleveland. Over to Jerry World we go. Dick takes the snap on 3rd and 4. Pump fake, rolls towards his right, got a man. Yahoo! But he plays for the other team. Pass intercepted by Detroit. Derek Vehicle drives the Saints down the field. He finds the TikTok husband, Juwan Johnson, in the end zone. Touchdown. New Orleans takes the lead. Baltimore looking to respond, and Lamar Jackson would find one of the Pride Troopers straight out of Dragon Ball Super. Justice! Hill wide open in the end zone. Tie game in Baltimore. We haven't seen a completed pass by a quarterback this entire game, but somehow the inferior Josh Allen goes into the end zone for his 14th rushing touchdown of the season. Buffalo in front. Playoffs on the line. Why not start a rookie at quarterback in the most important game? Yoink! Pass ricocheted, intercepted by the Green Bay Packers, who just shot themselves in the foot. Minnesota! Hey, you could have saw this early and ad-free if you became a member on my Patreon. And I'm doing something special this season. I'm doing 2 additional videos exclusively on Patreon. I'm continuing the Super Bowl series, and I'm picking out 1 college football game every single week to do commentary on. So make sure you click the link in my description and become a member on my Patreon. And unanswered scored for Buffalo. Here comes Zappi. Time in the pocket's gonna dump it off, but looks like the Patriots still cooking apple. Turnovers, 3rd one of the game. Fumble on the play, scooped up by Buffalo. They take over inside the 20 again. Hey, Belichick, it's still a 1-score game. It's incredibly early. No way you guys turn it over again, right? The Packers would waste under a minute in taking advantage of the interception. Jordan Love all the way over the middle, got Jaden Reed wide open, touchdown. Packers lead by 10. 3rd and long for Jared Goff, but he's about to get fucked long dick style, taken down for the sack on the logo. The NFL's best punter strikes again. Kareem Hunt kicks his way into the end zone. Browns are back in front, doing push-ups on that ass. On the ensuing kickoff, how fitting, in the city of Cleveland, playing against a team that just so happens to wear brown, the Jets would take a bite of chocolate. Butterfingers fumble on the play, recovered by Cleveland. They take the ball right back. Tyreek Hill's supposed to be the best wide receiver in the NFL, but can somebody tell him to inform us what happened to his hands? Homie wide open for a touchdown, but can't catch left-handed footballs. 3rd and 13 inside their own 10-yard line. Dak Prescott somehow avoids a clear sack, looking to go deep down the field. Jerry got a CD Lamb wide open at the 50-yard line, 92 yards into the end zone. Longest touchdown of his career. CD Lamb gives the Cowboys the lead. First team All-Pro is all but locked. What's even wilder is double nickel. 55 had a clear shot on Dak. Prescott wasn't even looking at him. How the hell you miss him? What the fuck? Let's go! 92 yards. They can't stop us. CD Lamb, the best wide receiver in the league. Dak, the best quarterback. Dak MVP, baby. 4th and 4 for Joe Flacco. Man throws the football to America. He hit the cameraman. The Los Angeles Crips in the swoop zone. Handoff to Kyrene Williams in MetLife Stadium. Goes into the end zone. Touchdown. Los Angeles takes a 7-0 lead. The Kansas City Bloods in the swoop zone.
Patrick Kermit the Frog Mahomes looking over the middle. He's got Isaiah Pacheco for the score. I had to take over and start talking in the third person because I'm a good frog.
It's free real estate.
Hey now, you're an all-star. Get your game on. Go play. Hey now, you're a rock star. Get the show on. Get paid. All that glitters is gold. Only shooting stars break.
Following the turnover on down, Simeon does what he does best. Absolutely nothing for his team. Pass intercepted by the Browns, and they're headed to McDonald's. Can I get a McPick-6? Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. The Jets continue to not be shit. Cleveland takes a 2-score lead. Rematch of Super Bowl 42, completely different team, but long-tenured coaches, as Mike Tomlin's trying to desperately not have a losing season underneath his belt. Jalen Warren goes into the end zone for the score. Steelers in front.
Oh shit. Here come Debo. Who? Debo.
Samuel on the shovel pass that looked like a jet sweep into the end zone for the score. Niners lead by 10. Philadelphia in the period-colored zone. Jalen Hurts looking towards the end zone for old man Julio Jones. Touchdown, Eagles. They take the lead in Lincoln Financial Field. God bless Julio Jones' heart. Man's ring chasing like a motherfucker. Chicago in striking distance once again. Justin Fields dials up voicemail, calls his own number, keeps it himself, goes into the end zone, reaches for the pylon for the touchdown. Chicago leads 14-0 over the Falcons. Very next play, following that touchdown from the Bears, dump off to Tyler Algier, got a couple blockers out in front, runs right past 33's, got the sideline, a foot race to the end zone, 75 yards, touchdown. Falcons finally on the board. Homie was moving like he had diarrhea. Jared, I look like Ryan Gosling golf, continues to show his ability to be a liability, throwing an interception while the Lions were driving, and the Cowboys take the football away near midfield.
And now go Chargers, go.
Over the Mile High we go. Jared Stidham starting at quarterback. Gets bumped to the ground because Khalil Mack damn near bench pressed an O-lineman into him for the 100th sack of his career. Becoming the 43rd player to do it in NFL history. Hit the music.
Congratulations!
After an incredibly long drive from Pittsburgh, Seattle would waste little time going down the field. Can if Luke Skywalker III would walk into the end zone. Tie game in the land of the 12s. Everything appearing to go right for Cleveland. Old man Flacco dumps it off to David Njoku. Jobu, Wakandan lubricant on his hands. Fumbles on the play. Recovered by the Jets. They fumble too, but get their hands back on the football. It's New York ball at the 35.
Wait a minute. Have you ever wanted a shout out from the Chiseled Adonis himself? I've done nearly 400 cameos and I've got over 145-star reviews. So if you ever needed a shout out for your birthday, anniversary, maybe you got a new job, maybe you just want to send some love to somebody. Perhaps you want me to roast you or somebody else, or maybe even announce the order of your fantasy football league draft. One way or another, book me on Cameo. Get your shout out today. The link is in the description.
I kick a field goal, divisional opponent trying to put him in the dirt. Jordan Love got
Milton.
I dropped it.
hands just for decorations. What happened to his hands? Back to MetLife Stadium we go. No gabagool, no problem. Tyrod Taylor, a little bit of trickery. End around reverse to Wan'Dale Robinson. Goes 30-plus yards into the end zone for the score. The G-men tie it at 7-all. 3 first-quarter turnovers for the Patriots. How about another pass intercepted by Rasul Douglas? His second takeaway of this game, and he's headed to McDonald's. Can I get a McPick-6? Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. The Patriots ain't shit. 4 takeaways for the Bills. They lead 20-7. Coach, what are y'all doing? You look terrible out there. Put your motherfucking head back down. Think fast. Tampa Bay pastry chef steps into the kitchen cooking apple. Turnovers, pass intercepted by New Orleans. ask Kyler, are you bigger than a fifth? Yoink.
Fuck them kids.
Actually, I shouldn't say that or associate it with the Philadelphia Eagles, given that EDP's a fan of their franchise. That's neither here nor there. Sidney Brown running down the sideline, got more blockers at transgender medication, reroutes his way into the end zone, headed to McDonald's. Can I get a McPick-6? Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. The Cardinals still ain't shit. Touchdown, Eagles.
Come on out, you rapist!
Where's the cops when you need one?
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, I'm getting cooked.
This may be a rivalry, but it's not the same without Burrow. Browning making sure the Chiefs can't tell the difference. Joe Mixon in the end zone for the score. 3rd and 7 for
Patrick Kermit the Frog Mahomes takes the snap,
stripped from behind by Trey Hendrickson, his 17th sack of the season, and the Bengals take the football away.
Bad frog! Bad frog!
What the hell are you guys doing? You're supposed to protect me. You got me out there looking like a bad frog. Bad frog, have you no shame? Get out there and block somebody. It's supposed to be a happy new year, and I'm not so happy. I'm a mad frog. Mad frog.
1st and goal for them boy. Dak takes the snap, play action fake, finds CD Lamb, who would showcase Butterfingers, looking like a Derek Vehicle graduate, fumbles out the end zone. It's gonna be a touchback. Lions get the ball at the 20. Look at this nincompoop's inability to hold on to the football. Boo! Boo! I hate the touchback call. It's the worst call in the NFL. Why? It don't make sense. If I fumble at the 1, I keep the football, but if I fumble in the end zone, it's a touchback. That's not fair. Not fair. But if the Lions did it, I wouldn't complain because it work in my team's favor. Ain't that right, NFL fans? We complain when it don't work for us, but we love it when it doesn't work against us. Come on, officials. Do the right thing. Welcome back. C.J. Stroud from injury dumps it off, got his man into the end zone. 10-point lead in Houston. Think fast. The mayonnaise bandit Will Levis stripped of the football, taken down to the ground. Fumbles recovered into the end zone. Texans lead 17-0 over the Titans. Despite the 4 giveaways, the Lale refused to give up as Bailey Zappi somehow is able to escape the pass rush, takes it himself into the end zone. It's a 1-score game in Buffalo. After a magnificent catch from Odell Beckham, Gus, I ran over the Chiseled Adonis in high school. Edwards punches it into the end zone for his 13th rushing touchdown of the season as the Ravens take the lead.
And now, no charges, no.
Russell Wilson's time in Bronco country is now over because Sean Payton wanted to be a douchebag in Broncos front office. Is absolutely terrible. Nevertheless, Jared Stidham would find his man making all kinds of charges miss. He'd go all the way into the end zone on a spectacular catch and run as the Broncos take the lead. Stafford must be trying to form a coup d'etat because he overthrows his own teammate. Pass intercepted by the G-men. The Giants have a takeaway. Kansas City looking terrible out there. Browning takes the snap, keeps it himself, fights his way into the end zone. Bengals by 10. After the Jets did absolutely nothing with the football, Flacco leads the Browns down the field again. Got Elijah Moore, scores against his former squad as Cleveland takes a 20-point lead on New York. Very first play of the following drive for Simeon. Myles Garrett with his 14th sack of the season. After the Bailey Zappi score, inferior Josh Allen refusing to elevate, going deep down the field. He's got a man. Yoink. But he plays for the other team. 4th and goal inside the 5. You know Dan Campbell's gonna go for it, looking like he has testicular cancer, but this time the large balls wouldn't work in his favor as Jared Goff tries to go to the porta potty, but it sails incomplete. His piss doesn't land in the toilet. Geno drives the Seahawks down the field again, rifles the football over the middle, got Smith and Jigba back in the end zone for the score. Seattle has their first lead of this game. Think fast. The Commanders unleash Scary Terry. Back shoulder touchdown. Tie game in Washington. Everything going Chicago's way. Continuing to dominate in this game. They find the end zone for the 3rd time. It's a 2-possession lead again. Over in Indianapolis we go. 70s porn star mustache Gardner Minshew needs to get a W for Indianapolis. Down the field he's got Pierce 58 yards. Longest touchdown of his career. Touchdown as the Colts take an 11-point lead. Next time Green Bay into the red zone, they would trust Jordan Love loved to not throw the football to people who put it on the ground. He'd keep it himself, break the plane, and give the Green Bay Packers a 17-3 lead. Baltimore takes over at the 25-yard line. Lamar Jackson down the field. Got a wide open Zay Flowers. Give me your ankles, pussy. Unhand me, scoundrel. Touchdown Ravens, 75 yards, and they lead by 8. Approaching 2 minutes left to go into half. Play action fake foot. Dick can't escape. Aiden Hutchinson taken down for the sack.
Hey, would you trade $10 to learn how to break into YouTube? I just dropped my very first ebook, Commit to the Commitment to Consistency, How to Create a Profitable YouTube Channel, with the very same tools and framework that I used to build my YouTube channel over the course of the past 8 years, from 0 to over 720,000 plus subscribers. So click the link in my description, go to ChiseledAdonisShop.com and grab your ebook today. $10 to create a platform that you can use for the remainder of your life. What are you waiting for?
Back to Cleveland we go. 2nd and 11 for old man Flacco. Looking left past ricochet and intercepted by Jermaine Johnson. Tips it to himself. Takes it into the end zone. Headed to McDonald's. Can I get a McPick-6? Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. The Jets still ain't shit, but the old man got. Derek Vehicle is looking to take the Buccaneers defense to school. Get connected for free with the White QB connection. Get connected for free. Derek Vehicle, Taysom Hill, White TD. Meanwhile, in the home of AEW, the superior Josh Allen makes franchise history, breaking the record for the most sacks in a single season as he takes down Bryce Young. Travis Kelce doesn't have a single catch in this game. Taylor wish she was home. Back to Baltimore we go. Tua turned the ball over, shows his head again. Pass intercepted by Raquan Smith. Gonna be returned across midfield. Baltimore takes the football away. The Los Angeles Rolling 60s Crips in the swoop zone again. Cooper, 2 girls, 1 cup. Touchdown Rams. They regain the lead. Pittsburgh running the football down the throat of the Seattle Seahawks. Najee Harris breaking through tackle after tackle. Dives to break the plane. It's a success. Pittsburgh back in front by 3. Flacco leads the Browns back down the field to the same spot they were at when he threw the interception. Somehow the old man evades the pass rush, dumps it off to Jerome Ford, who's going to take it all the way into the end zone, breaking all kinds of tackles. He planted that nincompoop into the grass. Touchdown Browns. They lead by 20. He said, I don't fuck with the Addams family. Get your bitch ass off me, pussy. And just look at Sleepy Joe on the sideline looking like Mr. President. Homie had to deal with Ed Reed in every practice. Had to deal with Troy Polamalu in the division. You think he's worried about these safeties in today's game? 4th and 7 inside Miami territory. John Harbaugh's teams goes for it. One-hand catch from Isaiah Likely. Got 1 blocker, doesn't need him. Into the end zone for the score, and Baltimore makes it a 2-possession game. Miami's falling apart. Nothing going right for Atlanta. Heineke opening beers for the opposing team. Throws it straight to Chicago. Pass intercepted. Bears take the football away. Next Rams possession, looking to go down the field. Stafford dumps it off to Robinson, but he's got Butterfingers. Fumble on the play, scooped up by the G-men. Giants get the ball back. Final 30 seconds of the half.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Butterfingers. Hall stripped from behind. Preston Smith gives the football back to the Green Bay Packers. Is this 2023? What are the chances you see not 1, but 2 Julio Jones touchdowns as Jalen Hurts finds him and goes into the end zone? Somehow the defense didn't intercept it. It went right through his hands. Touchdown Eagles. 2-possession lead in Lincoln Financial Field. 2 plays after their second takeaway of the game, Jordan Love would find Jaden Reed again, making all kinds of Vikings miss. He'd go into the end zone for the score, and the Minnesota Vikings getting cooked at home as the necrophilia challenge begins.
Who's really getting fucked?
Minnesota!
55-yard field goal just before halftime for Chicago. Looks like the kick is going to be short. Fielded by Alford at the back of the end zone. If he were to go the distance, that'd be 109 yards. Able to avoid a couple Chicago Bears. He's got a couple blockers out in front. Kicker to beat, cuts inside. Fat man back there, he ain't going to make no play. Alford can go. This motherfucker slipped on a banana when he could have had a kick 6. After an 80-yard kick return from Hill, Baltimore inside the 10-yard line. Isaiah Likely wide open touchdown. The Cardinals currently getting cooked, but look at Michael Carter. Give me your ankles. Turn this man into a soccer player. God damn. The inferior Josh Allen, putting in his application to become superior, goes into the end zone. Second rushing touchdown of this game for him. The 15th for this season, tying Jalen Hurts for the most in NFL history. The Los Angeles Rolling 60s Crips in the swoop zone again for the third time today, and Williams goes in for the score after an 80-yard catch from Puka Nacua. 31-yard field goal for Legatron.
I blocked it.
Field goal was nearly intercepted at the line, blocked by the Browns. No points for you. Can't kick field goals when you're playing for your playoff lives. 4th and 4 for Minnesota. Hall steps up in the pocket. Pass is incomplete for Justin Jefferson. Turnover on downs. Arizona Hobbit, Kyler Murray, drives his Cardinals down the field, looking towards his left. He's got Michael Carter, no Williams, into the end zone. Touchdown. They make it a one-score game again. Things getting out of hand in Baltimore. Tua Tagovailoa continues to turn the ball over, throws it straight to Geno Stone, his 7th pick of this season. The Bengals drive down the field once again. 4th and 1. Joe Mixon's got nowhere to go. He's participating in the Frank Costanza challenge, cuz.
I stopped short.
Nothing going right for the Buccaneers. Yet another turnover for Tampa Bay. New Orleans is cooking these boys. They not trying to get eliminated. Pittsburgh continues to run the football down Seattle's throat as Najee Harris is picked up and carried into the end zone by his O-line for his 2nd touchdown of the day. They are killing the Seahawks on the ground. Taylor Swift out here got varsity jackets that's not even for sale. Las Vegas offense been god-awful the last couple of weeks, but not anymore as O'Connell finds Devontae Adams in the end zone, 93rd touchdown catch of his career as Las Vegas makes it a 4-point game. Pewter City gym leader Brock Purdy leads the 49ers down the field, handoff to Elijah Mitchell, goes in for the score, 10-point lead again. 4th and 1 for the G-men following the interception. Tyrod Taylor can't handle the snap. Whether they get the ball back or not, it's gonna be a Rams football. Tyrod Taylor trying to do the same thing he did on Christmas. Attempt a comeback, going deep down the field. Got Darius Slayton again. 80 yards into the end zone for the score. It's a 4-point game. The Lions in striking distance again. This time they would not fail. David Montgomery burns into the end zone. Detroit takes the lead. Giants not only took the momentum, now they're running with it. Stafford is intercepted by Belton for the 2nd time today. This man is having an amazing game. G-men have it inside the 30. Arizona looking to take their receipt to the sperm bank and get a comeback. Kyler Murray avoids the pass rush, somehow stays alive, launches it into the end zone, got James Conner, one-hand touchdown. They'd go for 2 and convert, tie game, 21 all in Lincoln Financial Field. Just before the conclusion of the 3rd quarter, Jordan Love would drive the Packers down the field again. He'd find his man wide open in the end zone, and the necrophilia challenge continues. Because who continues to get fucked?
Minnesota!
And now, no charges, no.
Think fast. Low-scoring affair in Mile High. Coughing up the ball is the Los Angeles Chargers. Denver takes the football away. Into the 4th quarter we go. Minnesota's offense continues to stall. They'd be forced to punt once again.
I dropped it.
Green Bay had too much cheese whiz on their fingertips, butterfingers. Minnesota finally catches a break.
2024 is steadily approaching, so it's only right we close out 2023 the right way. Head over to ChiseledAdonisShop.com. 35% off sale to close out 2023. Use code NEWYEAR, get 35% off the entire site. All lowercase, no spaces. So don't meet me there, beat me there. Start 2024 the right way. All items will be shipped on January 2nd. Head over to ChiseledAdonisShop.com. Use code NEWYEAR, 35% off site-wide. Don't meet me there, beat me there.
Washington trying to make this a game and pull off the upset. Howell pass is intercepted by Ward. 2 plays after the takeaway, Hall would roll towards his left. He'd find Minot, who'd make up for the dropped pass that led to the interception earlier. Minnesota's finally cut the deficit. Well, I'll be damned. The Dolphins plugged in their controller. Tua Tagovailoa launches the ball into the end zone. Got his man. Touchdown, Miami. Finally stopping the unanswered scoring. Los Angeles driving again, and Kyrene Williams for the 3rd time today finds a seam, goes into the end zone for the score. Touchdown, Rams. Tries to give the football to his mother, but a nincompoop trying to take it away.
Don't you dare touch me! Stand back! No!
I'll never understand these grown-ass dudes who are fans for opposite teams fighting for footballs when it's so clear and obvious they weren't trying to give it to you.
You big dummy.
Time running out on Atlanta's season, desperately needing to make a play. Heineke rolling towards his left, outruns the D-line, gonna keep it himself all the way into the end zone. Touchdown Falcons. Back to Cleveland we go. Browns looking to put this game away. Hand off, but they've got Butterfingers. Fumble on the play, scooped up by Johnson again, but the referees blew the play dead. For what reason? I wish I knew, because not only was this a fumble, this should have been a return for a touchdown and Johnson's second touchdown of the game, because clearly Strong fumbled on the play, but at what point was anybody ever touched down? There's not a Cleveland Brown within the close proximity of the recovery, but for whatever reason, the referees blew this play dead, and because that's the case, the return would be completely nullified and the Jets would get the football at the spot of the recovery. The Jets are denied 7 points because the officials are absolute
Trash.
Think fast. Tampa Bay pastry chef Baker Mayfield still cooking apple turnovers, turns it over again. His second interception thrown today, and the Saints are dominating the Buccaneers. New England refusing to take an L lightly. Handoff to Theke, and Ezekiel Elliott goes into the end zone for the score. New England makes it a one-score game. But did this help them come back and win, though? Absolutely not. Jalen Hurts, trying to keep his Eagles from choking, takes the snap, rolling towards his right, extending the play, finds his man in the end zone, wide open. Dallas got it, gives the Eagles the lead again. Miami scored earlier. That stopped the necrophilia, but that doesn't mean Baltimore can't restart it. Lamar Jackson has his 5th touchdown pass of this game. Ricard gives them a 42-19 lead. After getting embarrassed last week, Brock Purdy drops down to number 2 on MVP voting, decides, let me play like Lamar Jackson. Maybe that'll bring me back up to 1. Finds the San Francisco orgasm. Brandon Hank wide open for the score. 17-point lead for San Fran. Sam Howell desperately trying to pull the Commanders from the gutter. Throws another interception. Back-to-back drives. Turns the football over. After 50 minutes of football, Baker Mayfield finally puts points on the board, finds his man in the end zone. Back to Jerry World we go. Dick takes the snap, looking towards his right. He's got the archer, Brandon Cooks, for the score. Dallas is back in front in AT&T Stadium. Yeah! Let's go, Cooks. Let's go, Cowboy. Let's go, Dick. They can't slow us down, baby. I knew we was going to get the job done. We got to finish in the fourth quarter. Geno Smith looking to lead Seattle to a 3rd consecutive game with a clutch comeback, but he's got Butterfingers stripped from behind. Pittsburgh takes the ball away. 2nd consecutive game for the Seattle Seahawks, and Geno Smith against Pittsburgh, where he's fumbling in the 4th. This has to be the worst weekend for refereeing in the NFL. Jake Browning is flagged for intentional grounding when the Cincinnati Bengals are desperately needing to go down the field and put points on the board. Here he is inside of the tackle box, which clearly, if he throws it to nobody, it'd be ruled intentional grounding. But not only is he contacted, but he's clearly trying to get the football to Joe Mixon, who's in the vicinity. Might I add, the football goes beyond the line of scrimmage. How is that a flag? But hey, refs, no way you mess up another call this weekend, right? Fourth and 4 for Arizona. Kyler Murray looking to pull off yet another upset. Finds his man middle of the end zone for the score. Tie game again in Philly. Kansas City has taken all the momentum, scoring nothing but field goals in the second half. Browning taken down for a sack. Cincinnati's gonna have to punt again.
Flash Gordon approaching.
What do you mean, Flash Gordon approaching?
Flash Gordon enters the game and finds the end zone for the first time this season. Baltimore continues the necrophilia. They up by 30. 4th and 17 for Atlanta. Taylor Heineke avoids the sack, needs a miracle, launches the football down the field, pass intercepted again. Jacksonville absolutely cooking, beginning the Necrophilia Challenge out in the home of AEW as Travis Etienne breaks the plane for his second touchdown of the day. 26-0 lead. 4th and goal for the Niners, but they'd be participating in the Frank Costanza Challenge, cuz.
I stopped short.
But did that help the Commanders come back and win, though? Absolutely not. Los Angeles would be forced to punt back to field it at the 6-yard line as Gunnar Olszewski makes a couple of Rams miss. He's out in the open. Skoranek giving chase, but there's hella Giants in the vicinity. Nobody's there to take him down. 94 yards all the way into the end zone. Touchdown, Giants.
That's how a white man runs a football.
Why not go for 2 and take the lead at home? Tyrod Taylor looking to take out his Uno cards, but throws it behind Saquon Barkley. Incomplete. It's 2 for your mistakes, New York. The Giants have choked. Chicago continuing to put the beats on the Atlanta Falcons. Khalil Herbert into the end zone for the score, 37-17.
Yeah, just not really well blocked.
Eagles fans around the country asking themselves the same question. How does Philly look so unrecognizable this season?
Hey, you ever want updates on all things Chiseled Adonis? Perhaps info on new merch, info on exclusive content dropping, maybe even joining sweepstakes so you can participate in giveaways. Make sure you subscribe to my brand new newsletter where I'm providing value 2 to 3 times per week. The link is in the description and also in the top pinned comment.
Panthers all but lost, but they're trying not to get shut out. That's not going to happen tonight as the pass is ricocheted, intercepted by the Jacksonville Jaguars, who take the dead Namekian into the funeral home and put the nail in the coffin. 26-0, Jacksonville wins. Another 4th down for Minnesota. Hall takes the snap, rolling towards his right, desperately trying to find the end zone. His pass is going to be picked off, but it's out of bounds. Doesn't really matter because it's a turnover on downs regardless. 4 first downs, and this game is over. 3rd and 5 for they can't escape Aiden Hutchinson, taken down again.
Johnny Tyler!
Huntley enters the game for Lamar Jackson, but continues the necrophilia, launches it into the end zone, got his man, touchdown. 50-burger on the heads of the Dolphins. The Ravens are unequivocally the best team in the NFL. Did the Falcons send in Desmond Ridder? You already know he cooks apple. Turnovers, pass intercepted by Chicago. Take the L out of Lover. This game is over, brother. Chicago wins. Crunch time for the Lions. Jared Goff continues to be a liability, throws yet another interception. Dallas takes the football away, and they're 2 first downs away from a perfect record at home this season. First play of the ensuing drive, handoff to Tony Chopper Pollard. He would pick up positive yardage, but the ref would throw a flag for tripping against the Dallas Cowboys, pushing them back 15 yards, despite the fact that it was clearly Aiden Hutchinson whose foot came out to try to trip him. Terrible call by the officials. Dallas would fail to move the chains. The Lions are going to get another chance. A first down for the Rams ends this game, but Matthew Stafford takes a sack. The Giants have another opportunity to pull off the upset. Buccaneers still trailing by 2 full scores. Tampa Bay pastry chef Baker Mayfield finds his man. Chris Godwin puts points on the board. Did that help them come back and win, though? Absolutely not. Get your asses off the field. Last chance for Cincinnati, 4th and
27.
Browning launches it down the field for Jamar Chase.
Fuck out of here!
Incomplete.
The Chiefs clinch the AFC West, and Cincinnati's heading to the death note. 4th and goal for the Raiders. They need a score here. O'Connell got Devontae Adams for his 2nd touchdown of the day as they cut their deficit down to 1 score, but the job is not finished. Season is on the line because the Raiders cannot afford to lose or they're heading into the death note. But did the touchdown help them come back and win, though? Absolutely not, as the onside kick is recovered by Indianapolis, and despite Las Vegas's valiant effort, they lose. Philly scored a field goal to take the lead, but James Conner doesn't give a shit, fights his way into the end zone. The Cardinals take the lead in Philly. Last chance for the Giants. They send out the senior citizens. Mason Crossbar Crosby hooks it wide to the left, no good. The G-men lose, Rams win. Detroit drives all the way down the field. Jared Goff got Amon-Ra St. Brown, dives over the pylon, touchdown. Lions score. They're 1 point away from a tie, but they decide to take out their Uno cards to give the Cowboys 2 for their mistakes, get a victory, and have an opportunity at the number 1 seed in the NFC. To hell with overtime. Time for a little bit of trickery. Big man in the end zone, and a Fat Man gives the Lions the lead. Dan Campbell's ginormous balls work in his favor once more. Despite C.D. Lamb's 200-yard game, the Cowboys showing up in the clutch. It's the Lions spoiling Jimmy Johnson's induction into the Ring of Honor. But foul! A flag is thrown in the midst of the celebration.
Touching by number 68.
Heavens to Betsy, the Lions were flagged for illegal touching, denied their two-point conversion, and the sideline has erupted on the officials. Dan Campbell, beside himself, animated, saying that he told the ref exactly what it was they were going to do. The call on the field was number 68, never reported. But there's literal camera footage of Jared Goff informing the lineman not only to go report, but he's acknowledged by the official. 68 and 58 both go to the official. 70 just enters the game. And take a look at the official close up. Not only does he say something, there's also a head nod of acknowledgement. In order for him to be ruled eligible, he would have had to go to the official, which he did. Even if Skipper came in last, he never even made it to the official to be ruled eligible. The call on the field was that 70 was the eligible receiver, but he never got to the referee to be acknowledged. Furthermore, why is the referee rushing? This is a two-point conversion. You've got all the time in the world. Even LeBron James on his birthday can see that Decker reported. And to make matters even worse for Detroit, they had ran this same play 2 years ago with 68 reported, and he was rewarded with a touchdown pass from Tim Boyle. But for whatever reason this time around, the referees couldn't seem to get it right. Decker lined up on the ball. Reynolds was off the ball. There was only 5 people who were eligible receivers. The Detroit Lions did absolutely everything right, but it's the officials that got it wrong because they confused 68 with 70. And just to play devil's advocate, had the officials got the right number called for who was eligible, perhaps the Dallas Cowboys would have covered 68 and not 70. So that terrible call from the officials not only affected the Lions, but the Cowboys defense as well. Furthermore, the officials meet with both head coaches before the game, and Dan Campbell stated that he spoke with the officials about this exact same play.
2 people can't report. I don't want to talk about it. All right? I explain everything pregame to a T. Okay, I did that. 70 reported, 58 didn't, or 68 didn't. We threw it to 68. That was the explanation.
Again, I can't understand how 70 was marked as the eligible receiver because both 68 and 58 are right in front of the official. And like Dan Campbell stated, 2 offensive linemen cannot report. So therefore, did the referee just not acknowledge what was being said? Granted, Detroit was trying to confuse Dallas by sending multiple linemen over there, but the official just made an assumption of who was deemed eligible on the play off his own judgment. And if that's the case, why did he give a head nod to Decker? The Lions have every reason to be absolutely pissed off because the officials absolutely fucked up this game.
The officiating was god-awful. There's no way around it.
Nobody wants to officiate anymore. They want to rely on somebody else to make the calls.
These refs have been bad this year. Have they been worse than ever?
I'm done apologizing. I am done being persecuted for my strength.
Personal foul.
Holding.
Don't start.
Because you need me. You need me to save you. You do. You're not the real heroes. I'm the real hero.
Yeah, drinking dope turned me to a superhero. Yeah. Hit that pill, turned me to a superhero. Yeah.
Everybody shut up. Oh, whoops. Might want to turn that referee's mic off right there, pal.
Sure. So what the officials have, you've got Taylor Decker on the end of the line. That's an eligible position. They throw him a pass. He has to report. Penei Sewell was on the other end of the line. He also has to report. If neither of them report, then you've got an illegal formation. Decker goes downfield, that's ineligible downfield. And then if he catches the pass, that's illegal touching. So they had 70 reporting, not 58 and 68. And that was the issue.
Can we show the reporting? So here it is. This is Jared Goff. He points to 68 Decker and says, go over there.
Yep.
But 70 comes running on, and 70 is the one who is called for the eligible receiver on this play. But you're saying that most likely, maybe it wasn't.
Well, and I think Charles hit the nail on the head too. He's a little rough on the refs, but when 70 is coming out as if he's going to report, then Brad Allen is assuming, okay, 70, you're reporting. He's got 58 and 68 in front of him. Look, responsibility. The players have to, right? Normally that's a swipe. I'm eligible, so there's some responsibility on the players, but there's also responsibility on the referee. It's a 2-point try for the game. There's no reason to rush. Slow it down. Make sure, hey, who's eligible, who isn't. You go to the defense, you let the defense know, and maybe we could have avoided some of this.
So many different scenarios for the playoffs now have to be shifted. If the Lions can't convert on the 2-point conversion, game on the line. Jared Goff takes the snap from the 7 over the middle, pass intercepted, but there's more laundry on the field. Foul, foul. Offsides on the defense. Micah Parsons jumped. 3rd time's a charm. At least that's what Detroit is hoping. Jared Goff looking towards his left. Pass sails incomplete. It's no good. The Lions should have kicked the extra point. 2 back-to-back flags is a bad omen. Onside kick is going to be caught by the player of the game. C.D. Lamb takes the dead Namekian to the funeral home and puts the nail in the coffin. The Cowboys are perfect at home for the first time since 1981. Detroit loses their opportunity to clinch at least a number 2 seed, and the Lions are absolutely heartbroken at the finish line. Let's go, baby. Woo! Thank you, referee. Thank you, referee. I don't care if it's a dirty W. It's a W nonetheless. Last time we played Detroit in the playoff, we also got away without a pass interference, but that's neither here nor there. Let's go, Cowboy. Let's go. And the Eagle about to lose too. That's a good weekend for me. Happy New Year to me. Happy New Year, Cowboy friend. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Number 1 of the NFC East. Loading. We them boys. We going all the way, baby.
And I just got one more thing to say. How about him, Cowboy?
This fat son of a bitch, he's fat!
Fat asses, because you got to fuck you, bitch!
Last chance for Philadelphia to prevent the upset and lose their chokehold on the division. Jalen Hurts is going to launch it down the field, and his pass is intercepted by the Cardinals. The Eagles choke 4 of their last 5. Cowboys take the lead in the division, and the Cardinals pull off another upset and tell the Philadelphia Eagles to join the Vikings, Chargers, Bengals, Seahawks, Commanders, Giants, Raiders, Panthers, Patriots, Buccaneers, Dolphins, Falcons, Texans, Lions, and Jets in taking out their Metro cards and getting aboard the L train. But for the Vegas Raiders, Cincinnati Bengals, Denver Broncos, and Chicago Bears, you've arrived at Elimination Station, and you go somewhere different. For your failures of having an adequate season, your failures of accumulating enough wins to qualify for the next round, your failures of making the first week of January not be your final week of football. Consider your names written down the death note, because your dreams of qualifying for the postseason, your dreams of possibly contending for a championship, your dreams of hoisting up the Lombardi Trophy has been absolutely deleted.
There's only one thing left to do. Gotta write their names in the death note. Delete.
in peace.
I hear the Shadow Realm's lovely this time of year. Let's find out if it's true!
Welcome to hell, motherfucker!
You mean to tell me you watched the entire video but you haven't subscribed? Hit the subscribe button and become a member on Patreon or on YouTube to get access to the Discord. We're waiting for you in the Shadow Realm.
Just do it! Make your dreams come true!
Please! Please!
What are you waiting for, huh? Oh my god.